So I just want to talk about some of the stuff that has kept me up for the last, about 45 minutes. I've just been laying here in bed with a lot of thoughts in my mind. And my main thought is everything happens for a reason. And nothing is by chance. So I'll start off from the very beginning with my grandma, my dad's mom. She was in a car wreck. This is before my dad was born. She was in a car wreck that kept her and her sister in the hospital for about 3 months. I'm pretty sure they were both ejected. I know my grandma was ejected from the car, but I think my aunt was too. My grandma's head was the size of a watermelon. The doctors told her mom when she was in the hospital that she was going to die. She probably wouldn't make it through the night, like the night that she got there. They didn't think she was going to make it through the night. She was in the hospital for about 3 months. And came out fine. Came out of the hospital fine. Same with my aunt, her sister. So then it was a few years after that, my dad was conceived, and my grandpa wanted my grandma to get an abortion. So that was talked over for a while. He set up the appointment, and they talked about it and decided not to. So that's another miracle by God that she didn't die, right, in the car wreck, and the fact that he was even born, because they almost got an abortion. So my dad's born, and my mom's born. She's a few years younger than my dad, but so I'll get to my mom's car wreck. My mom was in a car wreck in a Camaro. My grandma wrecked in a Mustang. My mom wrecked in a Camaro, and I'll get to my dad's car wreck in a little bit, but he wrecked in a Trans Am. So my mom was in a car with 4 people, including her, 4 people, her 3 best friends, and they all 3 died in my mom's car wreck. She was the only one wearing a seatbelt. All 3 of them got ejected. 2 of them died immediately, and 1 of them was in a coma for about 7 or 8 years. He eventually died. So there's another miracle by God that she lived. Didn't even get a scratch. The car had a roll cage, and they were going like 100 miles an hour, and she just decided to put her seatbelt on, and she didn't die. So then, like a year or 2 later, my dad was in his Trans Am, fell, he was doing a fishtail, got into some loose gravel and flipped his Trans Am in a 15-foot ditch, flipped over top, crushed his windshield. He hit his head on the steering wheel. That threw him in the back seat. He broke a couple teeth in the back seat of a Trans Am. His 87 Trans Am was tiny, bucket seats. So the whole windshield was crushed in right where his head was, and the car was upside down. So somehow he hit his head, flew backwards in the tiny back seats, all within 0.5 seconds. So another miracle by God. Then I was conceived like probably a year or 2 after that. They talked about having an abortion, like my dad's parents. Didn't happen, but the appointment was also set. 4 days was the time for my abortion. And my mom's dad and her sister talked her out of it, but appointment was also set. Pretty sure I said my dad's was. I'm pretty sure my dad's appointment was set too. Yeah, my grandpa set the abortion for my grandma. So yeah, I'll just end it there. But just something that's keeping me awake. Thought it was kind of interesting how I even came to be, and God's worked a lot of miracles in my life. And by God, I mean Jesus, God. There's a lot of gods out there, a lot of false gods that people worship. So, yeah, thank God. Thank God every day. And if He's not in your life, I seriously pray on it, and He will come. So, yeah. Later.